I'm nearly 50 and I've built a language course from scratch. And here's why I did it now instead of waiting for the right time. So I turned 50 in August. I've been talking about this more and more recently because I'm turning 50 in August. So all sorts of thoughts are running through my head. But the most important thing I've realised is that 50 is not too late. There's so much that you can do. And my dream has always been to, well, essentially wander around the world travelling, learning languages, having adventures, but of course real life gets in the way. Got a mortgage and all the other things that most of us mere mortals have to pay for. And I suppose in a way you get trapped and you feel as though you have to just go through the grind, and of course you do most of the time. But I decided that if I was going to build this language course, I wasn't going to wait until I retired, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to retire. I don't think any of us do. But if I do it now, I'll have no regrets. And 50 is not necessarily old. It's the new 30, whatever they say. But there are no guarantees in life. My father passed away when he was 60, and he was a fit man. It was one of those environmental things, something he'd been exposed to earlier in life, and that would mean I had 10 years left. I'm not saying what's going to happen to me, but it made me think, why wait? You might as well do things when you've got that spark of enthusiasm. It actually scares me a little to think about putting things off until some sort of special moment or when things are perfect. So I built the course. It's done. It's ready. I found 2 people locally to me. Let's slow down because I'm nearly 50. Whew. And I taught them Spanish. And they didn't know any Spanish. And it was important to me that I found people who were kind of nervous learners. People who were, in their late 40s, early 50s. And who always wanted to learn the language but had never started. Something had held them back. And here I was offering them the opportunity to learn the language. And obviously I didn't charge them because I wanted to put all of this learning that I'd done, my teaching journey, because I've been teaching for over 20 years, I wanted to make sure that I could take them where I thought it was possible to take them. And it was great fun. We did over 30 sessions, which I turned into 30 lessons. It's all audio. And I did it. I made that first step. And that was so important because once I'd done that, I had all these recordings and I spent hundreds of hours checking the audio levels and doing things. Still had mic problems and things fail on me, but it was an amazing feeling to have done it, to have taken them to a point where I knew that they could say a lot of things. Now, they weren't perfect, and 30 lessons won't get you to perfection, but I'd done it, and that was really, really important. But what about for my students? Learning a language at this stage in your life isn't about a qualification to get a job. I mean, it might be useful if you are still working and still want to work and need to do it, but it's more about reclaiming something for yourself. A lot of us have things that we've always wanted to do and we put them off. It might be travel, it might be a skill, but there's always something getting in the way, isn't there? And I think unless you grab things like this, there's a chance that you'll end up, not doing it for a start. So this idea of taking something for yourself, and we're in a perfect time of our lives, and I think this more and more. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Hopefully you can see me. We're basically projecting forward. We're trying to think about this golden time when we'll have the opportunity to study and do different things. Get a bit wet here as well. I'll watch my footing or I'll end up in a puddle. But why wait? That's my question. Why would you wait? If you've got something in front of you and you can carve out a little bit of time for yourself, then you should just do it. I think the possibilities with something like a language are vast, because it's a skill that will stay with you for a lifetime. And I don't know if you speak any other languages. If you do, then possibly this video is not going to interest you, because you've already done it once, and once you've done it once, you can do it multiple times. It's a beautiful feeling, though. You'll know what I mean if you've got this far and you do speak a language. It opens up so much of the world to you. It allows you to think in a different way, almost gives you a new personality. And being in your 50s is, I think, that time of life when we're all of us just trying to think about, what's next. Unless you truly, truly love your job, you might be thinking about how to do less, how to take more time for yourself, spend precious time with your kids if you've got kids. If you don't, then there'll be other things on your mind. I do have kids, so it might be harder for me to put myself in your shoes if you don't. But a really strange and wonderful opportunity. I thought it would be really different. I thought I would be more nervous, or I thought I'd be worried maybe about the time I've got left. With these thoughts of, I haven't done this. But actually, I'm just more excited. I'm excited about what can I achieve now. I'm a lot more confident. I'm not saying I've got more time. I have an 18-year-old and a 7-year-old, but I'm no longer held back by this idea of waiting for the right time. I think that's a fallacy. I think you've just got to do things. It's a really great feeling when you can speak another language. It just allows you to connect with people in a different way. It opens up experiences that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And it is a window into another world, another culture, another community. And it makes you appreciate that everything that you've taken for granted as you've been growing up, even things like food, greetings, how people react with one another, what they say to each other in certain situations, it's all different in another language. And the great thing about Spanish is that there are so many different countries with this one language, but very, very interesting different cultures. And it means that you get to experience it as many times as you want, that amazing joy of discovery. So why is Peru important to me? If you've seen my other videos, you'll understand a little bit more about it. But briefly, my wife's from Peru. We met there, and that's where I learned my Spanish about 25 years ago. Wow, it's a long time, isn't it? Flies by. But 25 years ago, I picked up this language, not by accident. It was intentional. I went out there to learn, but I managed to figure out how to do it in a fraction of the time of how I learned French at school and through my degree at university. So it's an important place to me, and I had such a great time there, and I'm going back there for my 50th birthday. So actually, the moment I turn 50, I'm going to be surrounded by my Peruvian family. It's a real shame my mum and my brother can't be there, but yeah, it's going to be a nice celebration. It'll be great to be there, seeing as all of these thoughts I've been having in the course, all of this has come about because of this time of life. It's no accident that as I started to think about what was important to me, I decided to build this course. I really want to share this amazing feeling of how languages are spoken. So Peru is massive. I'm not sure what we're doing. A lot of food will be involved. Probably some dancing, although I'll try and avoid that. Peruvian parties. Yeah, I'm going to probably record that party and our journey and our trip over there, because we only go back every 2 years, and it's a chance to reconnect and to rediscover and to remember some of the things that pushed me to build this course. It's going to be an amazing trip. Yeah. So, for example, Peru. If you've never been, It's one of those destinations because of places like Machu Picchu that people say, oh, I must go there one day. Just do it. I know it's easy to say. I mean, it has a money value attached to it. I mean, the course I've built, I mean, I'm going to charge for it. It's a lot of my expertise put into something that I'm proud of. I do free videos online, but the course is there for me to share that journey with people like me at this time of life. So everything has a value. For me, I want to be able to pass on what I know. And actually, the reason that I'm doing it is also to be able to continue doing that, to do it more regularly, more often. The dream would be to be in Peru doing that. And not only showing people that beautiful country, but giving my son a chance to experience it. My daughter grew up there from the age of about 15 months old to when she was about 8 years old. And my son was born here in the UK, and he's never really lived there. He's visited and he's super excited and he loves going there, but he's not experienced being there full time. I think it's important. I think it's important for him, for my wife as well, to be able to share that side of his culture with him. So the dream is, and hopefully we all still have dreams, the dream is to go there, travel around, make videos, teach people Spanish, and enjoy this time of life. 50 doesn't seem old. It doesn't seem something to be scared of anymore. And I like the fact that I've got this new direction. But what about you? What are you putting off? If you're still watching this, then it might be that you want to do Spanish. Now, you don't have to do that with me at all. I've got loads of free content that you can use if that's your preferred method. Go for it. Reach out, ask questions, I'll answer them. But for anyone who wants a dedicated guide and a method that's kind of simple, I've done other videos on my method as well. It's not your traditional gimmicky, righty, homework, learning lists sort of way of learning language. It's more of a logical way with some shortcuts. I mean, languages are just a pattern, they're a code, and you don't need the entire code to be able to use the language. So if languages is your thing, let's do it. It really is worth it. And I think when I'm thinking about retirement, and I know I'm too early to retire, I have to work for a good few years yet. I actually love my job, but it's one of those things. What could I do with my time? So I'm planning early. I built the course so that I could continue doing this. I could continue to give people this experience of learning a language. It really is super important to me, and I think about it all the time. And I'm pleased that I found something that I care about enough to want to do, even after my main job finishes. It's a really lovely feeling, actually. I didn't think, well, I suppose you have no concept when you're younger, because time seems to stretch out forever. But now that I am eyeing sort of like the ending years of a career of teaching, I'm thinking about what's next. And to be honest, I love teaching, so I'm just going to keep doing it. And if I can enjoy my retirement by doing that and helping people, maybe getting a bit of travel in, that's a pretty fantastic dream. So yeah, if you want actual skills and you want a bit of help with your physical Spanish, have a look at what I do. If any of it resonates with you, let me know, and ask questions. Tell me what you need, and I can make videos and content based on that. I really do want to help people, and a few people hopefully will have the possibility and the desire to sign up for the course. But I think you have to be naturally interested in doing that and be ready to do it. So there's no hard sell here. Some people will go for the course, some people won't, and that's fine. I think you have to want to do it. If you sign up for something because you've been pushed into it, you're not going to get value from it, and you end up, well, not using it for a start, or thinking that you've been scammed. So, yeah, I'm delighted to help if I can, and please let me know what your dreams are and what you're hoping to do in these golden years.